I'm making this video because my stepfather is a retired engineer and he has some fish. He and my mother go to Florida every year and they're going to be spending a lot more time down there, and he's going to be dismantling this whole system. So I'm impressed with it. I can guarantee that there's no other place in the world that has this kind of system, but I'm going to show you it really briefly right now. This is the living room. This is upstairs. However, downstairs is where all the magic happens, and that's where we're going to go right now. He is selling all of the angels and discus and tanks and dismantling everything when he comes back in a few weeks. And I kind of feel like I need to share this with the world because it's pretty impressive what he has going on down here. Something to see. Okay, here's all the... Here's a big old tank. This is what's underneath the big one. I'm doing a water change right now, which is literally as easy as flipping this switch. Let me go over here. They're filling up. And there's more filters here. There's pumps of all kinds. It's really impressive. Oop. When that one gets full and this one starts to turn on, I have to go to this to turn the pumps back on. We're gonna do that over here too real quick. He measures the pH, he has everything down to a science. Okay. And it's just really impressive. Not only does he have the fish upstairs, but he has these guys. He calls them the retirees, maybe, or the babies. Like, if you're not good enough to be upstairs, you're downstairs, I guess. Now, if you look at the system, let's see. This is all fish stuff. It's pretty crazy. It's everywhere. This is the water, I guess, the container that'll hold it all. Like, he has it set up so when I leave, like, I'm gonna flip this switch off, and then I'm gonna flip these on, and that's gonna make the water, like, it's all gonna fill up. And then when it gets to this line, I add these chemicals, and then every 3 days I come and do some things, flip this on, and then that changes the water here, which is right now. You can see it's starting to trickle now. We're about to turn it. We're about to end this water change process, but I wanted to make a video real quick and see, you know, people need to see this. He's 75 years old. Okay, now this water has turned off, so we're gonna go here. And we're gonna turn that pump off. And we're gonna come here. I don't really understand a whole lot of what he's got going on, but I know I gotta do this. And now, instead of everything going there, it goes in this bucket. So I go like this. Okay. Tomorrow, I just feed the fish like normal. Day after, I add these chemicals. Day after that, third day, I do a water change. And so on until they come back from Florida. They think that it's too much of a hassle for me, but the truth is, it doesn't get much easier. He has everything down. I just flip some switches and it's done. It's pretty sweet. Those filters he made by hand, and they get cleaned every 3 weeks. He said that stuff, you need to keep the bacteria all over it, and it's good for the fish, so we never touch that. But handmade filters, handmade everything, really. And this is when, like, when I change the water, the first thing I got to do is I got to siphon water out of the tanks. this tank down to this line and this tank down to this line. And what I do is I siphon it all using those hoses into that hole, which takes it to this, and then this pump turns on and pumps it down here. And now that I have it turned off, if that pump were to turn on, the water would just stay in the system, but it's not going to turn on because I'm not siphoning water. I guess this is another handmade tank. This is, again, upstairs is the big kahunas in the living room. I really can't express just how big all this is, but he's a very smart man. He has it all down. The fish never die. I used to have to test the pH and stuff, but now he's so confident I don't even have to do that. And that's it. I have done the fish ritual, and I will be back tomorrow.